Hi, this is Sally, and today is day 55 of my weight loss journey. So I just thought I'll recap this week. So okay, looking into the daily habits, in terms of diet, I'm supposed to eat yogurt. So I'm doing that fairly regularly. Majority of the days would start with yogurt for breakfast. If not, I might skip breakfast, or I will have juices. So it's been fairly regular that way. This week's goal was also to juice 4 times. I'm working towards regular juicing, so it was a pretty good idea, I think, to start on Sunday. So I started with 3 juices a week on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So I added Sunday in. So it was great because I consider Sunday the first day of the week, and when I start with that, and then on Monday there's like 2 down, so that's half the goal done. So that's quite encouraging. So moving forward, next week I will probably still be sticking on to 4 times a week. It'll be slightly different, and I'll share my goals about week 9 tomorrow. Okay, so in terms of carbs, I've tried having like 3 to 4 meals a week, but that hasn't been working out very well. I had decided to modify it. So what I'm doing right now is that I allow myself 1 carb meal if necessary. So I put it the other way, because if I keep to 3 to 4 times, and when I don't hit it, or when I can't lose count and all that, it's kind of demoralizing, and it makes it difficult for myself. So whatever changes I'm making now, like I mentioned, I'm always emphasizing that it is for the long term. So I'm changing it now. I'm going to have 1 carb meal a week. However, when I do have carbs, right, it would be not the full meal, so not the full bowl. I'll try to have half to 70%. So also that's the max, so to speak, and I would try to have certain days where I don't eat the carbohydrates, but I'm not going to aim for that. So which means that generally most people will have 14 meals a week, lunch and dinner. I'll just have 7, so that's half of it. And on top of that, because even though it's just 7, but it's still twice of my previous plan, which is 3 to 4 carb meals a week. However, I still decided to stick to 7 for the moment. I'm going to monitor how it goes. Like, do I really put on weight? Does it really help? Because I still think when I starve on certain days, when I so-called starve my body of carbs, I'm just very concerned. I don't want to go the ketogenic way. I don't really think it helps. But what I'm doing to actually reduce the impact of a glucose in my blood would be, generally my carb meals are either dinner or lunch. So dinner is because I'm coming back from work, and I just need to have it during dinner time, because that's when I'm really exhausted and I have low self-control, so to speak. So it's fine if I have a meal then. If I'm at home, generally I will have it during tea. Sometimes I have it during lunch, but normally I'll try to not have it, like try not to have a carb meal, right? But if I do, I'm not going to beat myself over it. However, because the change that I'm making is I'll be more consistent with my supplements after my carb meal. So which means that I will definitely have my enzymes. So I actually have a bigger dose of enzymes with my carbs. And then I would actually have chromium, 2 tablets of chromium, in order to change the carbs to energy, to facilitate that transformation, so that it reduces the chances of it being turned to fats. And anyway, my theory is, it's not really tested, but then actually when we detox, our body still takes up energy, right? So it does help in terms of in the night. And because I try not to have it as supper, so there is still about 3 to 4 hours before sleep. So it works that way. So that's for the diet part. The exercise part haven't been very, very regular. I think I must have just exercised maybe 4 or 5 times this week. It was supposed to be every day. It was supposed to be 10 minutes a day. So I haven't been very regular with that. However, I am going to modify my schedule. I'm still going to try to hit this time 12 and a half minutes, because I think 10 minutes is still very doable. It's just a matter of choice. So we see how it goes. That's for the exercise. For the sleep, it's been going fairly well. 11:45 is a good time to sleep. I've been hitting it like 5 to 6 times, I think, this week. I'm still struggling with the routine before the sleep. Like, I'll be on my handphone right till, before I sleep. So I'm trying to stop that. I'm trying to put my handphone down 15 minutes before I sleep. Yeah, I'm trying to make it regular, right? So in terms of my weight, I hit my lightest so far at 62.8 kg. So I broke the 63 barrier. However, it's just one time. I hit below 63 one time. That was my lightest. I am hitting 63 fairly regularly, right? When I do eat, it's about 64 point something. So that's within acceptable variation. So I've been looking at the rate of my weight loss, and of course, every time when I weigh myself every day, there is a bit of pressure, but I'm fine with it. I'm telling myself, I'm actually more I'm actually very keen, of course, to see the weight loss, but because I weigh myself every day, it seems much slower than expected, because I keep looking at the numbers, right? It's very different if I were to weigh myself like once a week or once a month. And looking at it in the long term, actually, even if it's really slow at 1 kg per month, it would mean still 12 kg lost in a year, right? So looking at it that way, I'm telling myself that I'm in it for the long haul, and it's not just for the rapid weight loss, because I am very keen on a health focused weight loss, and I'm very keen on keeping that weight loss, because in my previous experience, I can lose the weight, but I gain it back again just because I slip into bad habits. Yeah, so so this is what's happening on week 8. So the good news is I have crossed the 63 kg barrier. Now I just want to make it my weight, my weight being very regular at 63 point something, and hopefully moving on to like 62 point something more often. Yeah, quite happy with the diet, still working on my sleep, and hopefully by the 15th week I'll be sleeping at 10:30 or 10 o'clock. Coffee enema is still very regular. I've been also supplementing it with juices. That's been great. Yep. So so anyway, just a quick rundown of my diet today. Saturday was a great day to juice as well, because I work outside, and generally when I have a long day on Saturday, like I told you, when I'm tired, my resistance is low, and at my office at my Saturday office, there are some processed food as snacks and instant noodles, and so sometimes I find myself into it, needing to have something. So this time round, I actually decided to have something on hand so that I will not be tempted. And I've ever tried before bringing fruits, so that works, but today I brought juice, so I'm really happy to be able to juice just before work, because Saturday is the only day where I start work earlier in the late morning. Generally I start work in the afternoon, so to be able to juice just before and bring my juice before work was great, and I did it I wasn't rushed, so I think good planning was as necessary so that it's not stressful. So that was great. I had 3 glasses of juice for breakfast, and then that was about 9:30, and then after that I didn't have lunch because I was working. I had another 2 glasses of juice at about 4 o'clock, and then after that I had a plate of rice with egg tofu, kangkong, which is a kind of vegetable, and salted egg. So that was the only sinful thing. Yeah, I had maybe 80% of the rice because I was a little hungry, and then I had all my supplements after that, so that would actually balance everything out. So yeah, this is my report. for day 55 of my weight loss program. I'd love to hear your comments, and subscribe to my channel if you would like to hear more, and I'll see you in the next video.